Guide sound, voice and beep. Beep only. Off. Beep only. Voice and beep.